ऐसे ठंडे वेदर में घर का बनाया हुआ फ्रेश मिर्च का अचार मज़ा आ जाए ना। Good morning everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope you all are doing great. If you're watching this video from hot climate, I'm so jealous of you because over here weather is getting so cold, and of course by this time of the year it's get cold, no big deal, but it get cold gradually, not like next day you wake up and it's so cold. But that just happened because this morning I went to Walmart because I want to buy the Halloween candy. So Walmart, if you have experience, you know that Friday and the weekend is disaster over there. There are so many people. So I usually go, if I need to go there, I try to go from between Monday to Thursday. So I was like, it's a perfect time, and I try to go like first thing in the morning, so that way not that many people are there. And I always park my car kind of far away, so that way, I don't get scratches on my car. But this morning when I parked my car and when I was walking toward Walmart, I was like, oh my gosh, I made a mistake because I was just wearing this cardigan and it was feeling so cold. So yeah, that's our life now. It's gonna, and I know in Chicago and some other place, they already have snow too. I think in Canada also, you guys also had a snow. So yes, cold weather is coming, but I need your guys' help. Please help me out, guys. So remember I told you that I brought my tulsi inside because of course outside if I would have kept it, it would be gone long time ago, but that's the same case is now inside too. So far it was okay, but I'm gonna flip the camera, I'll show you. It is a cloudy weather and now that's how our weather is gonna be. We hardly see the sun and all that. So I kept it right here, and wherever we get the sun, I basically moved the pot. But from last few days, we didn't have sun. Maybe one day, I guess we had it, but most of the time now we don't get the sun, right? So I kept it here, and I'm keeping my finger crossed. At least if I can save one plant, it would be so good. This cold weather is not bothering my other plant at all, but the tulsi is, gosh, I need to do something about it. So actually this morning I did order the light for this, so at least at night time, I can turn it on and it has some heat. So yesterday night even I wrapped the pot in the blanket so that way it has some heat. But if you guys have any suggestion, please leave the comments below. I do want to save this plant so badly. And if you have guys saw my other vlogs where I share how my tulsi plant was, man, that was like, I think मुझे वो लगता है कि उसको मेरी ही नज़र लग गई, क्योंकि इतना अच्छी तरीके से वो प्लांट हो रहा था। और जैसे ही ठंड शुरू हुई ना, मैंने अंदर उसको नहीं लिया, रहने दिया, क्योंकि इसी शुरुआत में जब ठंड शुरू होती है ना, तो इट्स नॉट लाइक कि ऑल ऑफ अ सडन बस ठंड आ गई। वो ग्रेजुअली होता है, वो एक दिन अच्छा होता है, एक दिन ठंडा होता है। तो आई केप्ट इट आउटसाइड कि ठीक है चलो, जब पूरा ठंडा हो जाएगा उसके बाद मैं उसको अंदर ले लूँगी। तो अभी जैसे ही मैंने लिया उसको, आई मीन अभी ठीक है, इट्स नॉट दैट बैड, बट I want to save this plant so badly. So let me show you. And as I say, guys, if you have any kind of tips or suggestion, anything, please leave the comments below. So look at that, guys. Of course, it looks so beautiful right now because all the leaves are changing colors. And as you can see, it is cloudy. There is no sun at all. So that's why this tulsi plant, it's not getting the enough sunlight. So that's how my tulsi plant looks like, and all this, actually these are dead, so I'm gonna let that go. But these are the plants. So I have 3 of them in here and 3 in this one. So as I mentioned, I ordered the light. Hopefully it comes today or tomorrow, and I'm gonna plug it in and see if I can save this plant, because the water is enough. You know, it's not like there is no water, so water is there in both pot. So you know, it's so sad because ये plant इतना fragile है ना, तो hopefully I can save this. And look at all this. Seem like कि उनको कोई, you know, they are fine, उनको कोई weather की कोई effect नहीं है. Touch wood, they are doing great. So that's my mirch plant. That is also bell pepper, and that is the basil one. And look at this one. There is actually, I would say, 6 bell pepper in here, and one of them actually I plucked it just a couple of days ago. It turned red, so I plucked it, and it tastes really good. So all of them shaped like this, but look at this one. This one is the longer one. So that's my mirch plant. And this one, actually I need to do something about this because it got so many of this pepper, and it just kind of, because of the pepper, it's kind of weighed down, so I need to put something here. So that's my mirch plant, and that's the basil one. I need to replant that in the bigger pot actually. So that's my plant story, and do you see that mess behind me? That's my new project. So that's gonna be our Indian style living area. This is our formal living room. That's our formal dining room. Since we decided we are not gonna have any dining table there, I thought why not convert that into the Indian style living room. So keeping my finger crossed, hopefully I should be done by Diwali. And many of you also suggested that I should have some kind of reshmi kapda or the velvet kapda on that mandir shelf. And thank you so much for recommending that, and I also had that in my mind. So when I post that video, even in that video I also mentioned that I show you guys that I bought the plastic. So what I was thinking, that first I'm gonna have the plastic on that shelf, and then I'm gonna have some, you know, either the reshmi or the velvet kapda on that. So the reason I didn't show you in that video is because जो डिज़ाइन मैंने की थी, राइट, आई वांट टू शो दैट. तो अगर मैं कपड़ा वगैरह सब कुछ ऊपर रख के आपको बताऊँ तो उसका इतना लुक नहीं आएगा ना. तो ऑफ कोर्स आई नो कि भगवान हम ऐसे ही तो नहीं रख सकते, कुछ कपड़ा वगैरह बिछाना ही पड़ता है. तो उस वीडियो में मैंने इसीलिए नहीं बताया था क्योंकि आई वांट टू शो यू गाइस द डिज़ाइन. बट येस, आई हैव डेफिनेटली पुट रेशमी कपड़ा उसी दिन मैंने बाय कर लिया था वाइट कलर का. एंड आई थिंक इन माई लास्ट वीडियो आई डिड शो यू दैट टू. सो रेशमी कपड़ा है. अभी मैं एक्चुअली आसन बना रही हूँ क्योंकि पहले जो मेरे पास था ना, जो फ्लोर पिलोज आते हैं ना, वो फ्लोर पिलोज ऐसा आसन में यूज़ कर रही थी. तो अभी उसका नया आसन भी बन रहा है, और थोड़े फाइनल टचेस जो वो कपड़े के हैं ना, वो भी मैं कर रही हूँ. क्योंकि वो लोग जैसे कपड़ा कट करते हैं तो उससे उसका जो धागे वगैरह है वो निकल आता है, राइट. तो उसको फिनिशिंग टच कर देने के लिए उसका काम भी अभी मेरा चल रहा है. So that should be done. I mean, that's not much, but मुझे you know वो ऐसे अंदर जो भी डेकोरेशन का है वो तो आप जितना भी करो कम ही रहेगा. तो जो मेन था वो मुझे आपको दिखाना था, तो that's why I kind of rush and share that video also. But yes, जब ये थोड़ा सा भी बाकी जो है ख़त्म हो जाएगा, definitely I'll share. And this project is my big one. I'm going back and forth with so many things with this, क्योंकि मेरे घर में अब सब जो मेरे डेकोरेशन का है ना वो सिल्वर टोन पे है, और इंडियन स्टाइल का जो डेकोरेशन होता है ना उसमें सिल्वर टोन नहीं जाता है, उसमें वो पीतल का जो होता है ना वो टोन जाता है, राइट. So I'm getting so much confused over there, so that's why I was like, I'm keeping my finger crossed. Hopefully I should be done by Diwali. So that's it. That's my house update. And yes, I'm planning to do something over there too. So right now I just have a bench there, and the reason I kept the bench there is because let's say if someone comes to my house and they want to sit down and wear their shoes, take their shoes off, they can comfortably do it over there. But last week I actually moved this console table over there, and the bench I put it over here. It didn't look nice at all, so I moved back that bench over there again. Console table looks really nice over there. It looks perfect, you know, because I do have the mirror there and it paired perfectly. And originally when I bought this table, that's what I kept it in mind, that I do want to put it over there. And that's why it took me so long, because in this hallway, I didn't want to have it something that is wide. So when we walk, it comes in our way, right? So I want to have something narrow and long. So I found this, and once I put it there, it was fine. It looks really good over there actually. But then when I bought the bench, it makes more sense to put the bench over there than in here. So that's why I switched. And that's the thing, you know, when you have a furniture, you have to move things around. मेरा तो हमेशा होता रहता है कि मैं एक ही चीज़ को एक ही जगह देखते हुए मैं थक जाती हूँ, तो कुछ ना कुछ changes तो करती रहती हूँ. Let's go in the kitchen now. I'm gonna make jalapeno achar, and many of you do want to see that recipe. And also in that other video I mentioned about the undiu. So undiu I'm planning to make maybe next week or so. But if you do want to see the recipe, that video is already on my channel. So I'm gonna link it down below in the description box. Let's go in the kitchen and let's start cooking. So I cut the jalapenos not too thin, not too thick. And here I have crushed mustard. So this is what I bought from Indian store, but I'm gonna crush it more. So I'm gonna use blender for that. So now first in this bowl, I'm gonna take this crushed mustard. In Gujarati we call methi na kuriya. So I'm gonna take about couple of tablespoons. Into that adding some hing. Also adding salt, teaspoon haldi powder, some lemon juice. I'm gonna go ahead and first mix all this. Next I'm gonna add the jalapenos in here. And now I'm gonna add some oil in here. So you can transfer this into airtight container and keep it in the freeze. It stays fresh for up to 2 weeks. And actually it's gonna taste really good tomorrow, because once it has a chance to marinate into the spices, कल उसके खाने का मज़ा ही कुछ और होगा. तो काफ़ी लोग इसमें कैरेट भी यूज़ करते हैं, तो अगर आपको कैरेट ऐड करना है तो वो कर सकते हो. कभी मैं हल्दी यूज़ कर लेती हूँ, फ्रेश जो हल्दी आती है वो भी मैंने काफ़ी टाइम इसमें ऐड की हुई है. ऐसे ठंडे वेदर में घर का बनाया हुआ फ्रेश मिर्च का अचार, मज़ा आ जाए ना. इतनी बढ़िया स्मेल आ रही है अभी. तो बस इसको मैं ट्रांसफ़र कर दूंगी एक कंटेनर में, और उसके बाद हम बनाएंगे डिनर. तो आज डिनर में बन रहा है भिंडी की सब्जी, जो किसी को मेरे अलावा पसंद नहीं है. मुझे भिंडी आप रोज़ दो ना, मैं रोज़ खा सकती हूँ, पर मेरे हस्बैंड और बच्चों को बिल्कुल पसंद नहीं है. पर ऑफ कोर्स मैं बनाती हूँ तो उनके पास कोई चॉइस नहीं है, खाना ही पड़ता है. पर उनको आलू के साथ पसंद है और मुझे आलू के साथ बिल्कुल पसंद नहीं है. तो उनके लिए बनेगी आलू भिंडी की सब्जी, मेरे लिए बनेगी भिंडी की सब्जी. और ऑफ कोर्स आई कैन नॉट वेट टू ट्राई दिस, बिकॉज एज आई मेंशन इतनी बढ़िया स्मेल आ रही है अभी. तो फटाफट मैं पहले भिंडी को कट कर लेती हूँ और उसके बाद आपको मिलती हूँ. And the other tip that I want to share here is that, you know, bhindi has that slimy thing. So when we cook, it gets sticky. To avoid that, you can cut it and let it get dry. So you can keep it like this for a couple of hours before you make. If not, if you have a time, you can cut it and keep it in the freeze and then cook. Then you won't have that sticky problem. So how was your dashera, guys? Did you do anything? We didn't do anything. We were at home. Of course, we enjoy our papda and jalebi, and I still have some left. But the only tip that I would give for that papda is warm it up before you eat, and warm it up in the oven, not the microwave. So I would say on 200 degree for about 5 to 7 minutes, and man, it tastes so fresh. So that morning, you know, we were having our breakfast down here, and then kids came. And the kids were like, why are you guys eating your snacks right now? I was like, welcome to Guju family. Because, you know, I was like, for you, that snacks is our typical breakfast. I was like, बच्चा तू अभी इंडिया जाओ, वहाँ पे देख, ये तो हमारा typical breakfast है इंडिया में. कि गांठिया जलेबी, ये फाफड़ा जलेबी, बहुत नॉर्मल है गुज्जू फैमिली में ये तो आई वाज लाइक आप लोगों का तो पैनकेक होता है, ओटमील होता है, वैसे हमारा नहीं होता। आई वाज लाइक हमारा तो पूरा एक मील जैसा होता है, कि जलेबी है, स्वीट है, साथ में ये फाफड़ा है वगैरह तो। So once the oil is hot enough, I'm adding some mustard seeds. Also gonna add some hing, adding some garlic. Gonna add bhindi. I'm gonna make this sabji in oven. Of course, you can make it on stove too, but I like to make it in the oven so that way once I put it in there, I forget about it. In 20 minutes, sabji is ready. So I'm gonna add all the masala in here. So first of all, salt to taste, haldi powder, red chili powder, dhania jeera powder, and at this point I'm also adding potato. So I'm going to transfer this into oven safe plate, and once you transfer it, you do want to make sure that it is even out and not everything at one place. I'm going to put it in the oven on 350 degrees for about 15 to 20 minutes. So now I'm gonna prepare my sabji, and I'm using the same pan because no need to waste this one. So here in the pan I do have some oil. I'm sorry guys, I thought it was recording, but I just add some garlic in here. I'm gonna let the garlic saute just for a few seconds or so, and now I'm gonna add bhindi in here. So once the bhindi is about 75% done, I'm gonna add some red chili powder and dhania jeera powder, just a little bit of amchur powder and the garam masala. So here my sabji is ready, and as you can see, it's not sticky at all. All the bhindis are separated. So when you cook the bhindi, you do want to make sure that you cook it on like medium flame and keep stirring it, because if you cover it and if the flame is low, then chances are that you will have those stickiness. But here, as you can see, it is not sticky at all. So here this other sabji is ready also, and as you can see, it is also separated, not sticky at all. And actually I prefer making sabji in oven just because I put it in there, forget about it for 15-20 minutes, and I know that it's guaranteed that it will cook properly. Especially for the bhindi sabji, we have to use quite some oil, but in here I use only 1 tablespoon of oil. So as you can see, it cooked properly. It is not sticky at all. It is separated. So if you haven't tried making sabji in oven, I would highly recommend that try it, because one less thing that we had to keep an eye on it, right? So I would highly recommend guys that try making sabji in the oven. So you can make it on 350 degrees for about 15 to 20 minutes. And everyone's oven is different, so you do want to keep an eye on it after 10 minutes or so. But yeah, that's it. Other sabji is ready too. It's around 4:30 right now, and now I'm gonna start preparing roti because both of the sabjis are done. And my husband usually come home around 5 o'clock, so I always make sure that dinner is ready before he comes. And I'm not making any dal or anything because yesterday I made Gujarati dal, so I do have some. So if someone wants to eat it, they can have that. But that's it. That will be our dinner. And oh yes, Raiwala Marcha. I cannot forget that. So that's it. It's a ghar ka khana, simple khana hai, but that's it. That's our dinner for tonight, and after dinner I'm gonna go for a walk because I need to get my 10,000 steps for the day. I hope you guys have enjoyed today's vlog. Thank you so much for watching. Take care guys. Good night, and I will see you soon in my next video. Bye.